are we scared of the unknown and not the past? Look for distractions so we can get it off our minds. It's hard to stand when we don't feel strong. But look around, we are never alone. It's hard to stand when we don't feel strong. But look around, we are never alone. Don't give up, it's not the end. This could be the best that's ever been. Don't give up, it's not the end. Just give it time, it'll be alright again. Just give it time, it'll be alright again. It'll be alright again. It'll be alright again. It'll be alright again. We've got a fire inside our soul that don't go out. We're beautiful people that can't quit pressing on. It's hard to stand when we don't feel strong. But look around, we are never alone. It's hard to stand when we don't feel strong. But look around, we are never alone. Don't give up, it's not the end. This could be the best that's ever been. Don't give up, it's not the end. Just give it time, it'll be alright again. Just give it time, it'll be alright again. It'll be alright again. Oh, it'll be alright again.
Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing.
Royal. Yesterday we interviewed the head prefect of Royal College as well as the senior deputy head prefect of Royal College, and today we are here with the 5 deputy head prefects in college. So starting from my left hand side, we have the deputy head prefect of academics, Kalya Mettananda, then followed by the deputy head prefect of clubs and societies, Althaf, Isfahan, then followed by the deputy head prefect of sports, Oshan, Seneratharachchi, and in my right hand side we have the Deputy Head Prefect of IT, Malika Banduthilake, as well as the Deputy Head Prefect of Finance, Thevinu Weligepola. Warmly welcome you to the show. Okay, so how is your day been so far? All five had a hectic week on coming towards this Saturday, the second leg of rugby. How is the week so far?
Yes, so as always, the day doesn't change much apart from since it's a rugby season, especially when it comes to the atmosphere, it's always different, right? The 2 weeks leading into it, starting from the 1st of July to now, there's been a constant just the spirit and the morale of students has been up, and as you can see, the decorations have been put up, and after school the songs are going on, so it's just nice to be a part of that atmosphere, right? Because it only comes around once a year, right? So firstly we have the big match season, and then it's a rugby season, and then it's a Rohito season, right? So this is one of the main seasons in the calendar, right? And in the sporting portfolio of Royal College.
Okay. So without I think that covered all the part of the council. I would say, so without further ado, let's straight away dive into our interview. I mean, all five here, all of you have been involved in clubs and sports. So if I could name Oshan and Thevinu was mainly involved in sports, in rowing, as well as Althaf, Kalya and Malika was involved in clubs. So basically, if I could throw out a general question to everyone, anyone can answer this question: how was the journey of your school life so far on becoming the level of prefects?
So I think it's been a long journey, like starting from grade 1, walking through those brigades from grade 1, and then all the way 14 years later sitting in this chair as a deputy head prefect of clubs and societies. It's been a pretty long journey, and then through the journey I think I've been part of multiple clubs, and then talking about it across multiple avenues. Let's talk about community service, let's talk about religious, then even aesthetic, and then we have 10 avenues in college, and then I have been part of close to 7 avenues. So it all gives a very wide spectrum of experience in everything, and I think that helps a lot in lots of aspects of leadership. How do you control a team? How do you handle a large crowd of audience at events? How do you speak at public events? How do you conduct yourself at events? All of that adds up to your main leadership role, and I think that's something Royal gives out to every student, and I think every student should take use of all these opportunities which Royal has to give you.
Okay. Althaf, I think you answered on behalf of the club's part of a student. So Thevinu, if we could direct into the sports part, how has sports and you have been morale up to the level that you are here?
Right, so when it comes to sports, me personally, I feel as if I learned a lot about life, not within the walls of a classroom, but it was on the lake for me, but for most people it would be on a court or a field. But I learned a lot from there, something I could possibly carry forward with the rest of my life. I was taught a lot of lessons to begin with, how to deal with a loss. Firstly, I started my senior career with a loss at Royal Thomian, but then it showed me that that's not the end. It's possibly the beginning from where I have to come forward on. And I was fortunate enough to end my sporting career at college with a win, and that also taught me that winning and losing isn't the end of things. It's a lot more that you carry forward with the rest of your life. Obviously, you should be able to work within a team, you should be able to lead a team, you should be able to show that there's a lot more to life other than the sport. And I learned a lot, and I learned a lot of principles and values from the sports, and even a lot of clubs and societies, which will help me, because at the end of the day, a royalist isn't someone that just has qualifications behind their name. It's that those qualifications give you certain qualities that you learn as you go and progress with the rest of your college career. So I feel like those values really bring up me as a true royalist, and I'm sure it does to everyone on this table as well. So, yeah.
Okay. I think both of Althaf and Thevinu, you covered about the journey that a student from the clubs as well as sports perspective cover. So next question I would like to direct especially to Malika. So Malika, before being the Deputy Head Prefect of IT, you were also a member like this. You were also staying overnight at FM Royal way back when you were the chairman of Radio Club way back in the year 2024. And Radio Club is a 24-hour serving club, and it's a major club, I would say, in college. You know, each event, each service that you provide has a key value to it. So, and handling a club like this is never easy. So, how did you overcome those challenges, and what are the challenges that you face as a student chairman in college?
So, as a student chairman of college, I'd say even while being a student, one of the biggest challenges I'd say I faced was balancing my academics as well as with extracurriculars, as well with the other leadership responsibilities I faced. So even while being the chairman of the radio club, there were instances where there were tight deadlines and where quick decision making was required. So I'd say those instances even helped me manage my time more efficiently, as well as through all my other experiences through clubs and societies. They helped me to be more of a leader who would stay calm under pressure and to find solutions to problems than to dwell on the issues, as well as to communicate more effectively with my other colleagues. Yeah, so I'd say those instances made me into more of a confident and more dependable leader. Yes.
Okay, Malika, you mentioned about the biggest challenge that you faced was, balancing your academics as well as your club.
Yes.
So I would like to direct this question towards Kalya. I mean, way back when I was a junior, way back in 2024, I saw you almost involved in 5 to 6 clubs, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Yes. And still, with involving with that capacity, you still managed to get flying colours in your advanced level examination. So the biggest problem is currently with a lot of students, what we see is about balancing your academics and extracurricular. So, I mean, what advice could you give to the young royalists who are hoping to become chairmen one day, hoping to become sports captains one day, and how can they balance their academics with alongside them?
Right. So the advice I would give is to do the right thing at the right time and in the right capacity. You have to always have your priorities straight. You have to know what is most important, what is second to that, and you have to manage your time, because we all have a limited time. We have 24 hours of the day. It was the same for us, it was the same for Albert Einstein, and it will be the same for everyone else. So the way that we manage that time is what is key in balancing both extracurriculars, co-curriculars and academics as well. So if I was to give everyone just a piece of advice regarding that, I would say that, and also whatever you are doing at the moment, you must do with utmost commitment. You can't be giving mediocre effort and expecting extraordinary results, right? So what I think is, one, very efficient time management, and also dedication. Those are the two keys I see to success in all three areas.
Okay, so I think that's a really valuable advice towards our youngsters. So this goes as a general questions to all of you. All 5 here handles major roles, major parts, major avenues in college, starting from sports, clubs, academics to IT, social media, I would say. So could all of you just explain about how is your avenue structure works and how does it goes through? Oshan?
Yeah, so in terms of the sports avenue in college, so currently there are 35 active sports, right? 36 established sports, and day by day, week by week, there's more sports added to that roster, right? And so basically, there are main sports, right? So everyone knows that there are 4 main sports in college, right? And there are also 8 Royal sports, and just speaking about how they're structured, right? Each sport has a captain and vice captain, and following that, they also have the seniors, and then below that they have juniors, right? So some sports it's difficult to participate, so there is a certain age limit, right? So for example, rifle shooting, you want to join above grade 8, right? And and as opposed to something like table tennis where you can join in grade 2, even rowing who can only join in grade 10, right? So yeah, so it's open for every student. Unlike clubs and societies, there's no avenues per se, right? But from the prefect's council, there's always a prefect, a sports director, who is in charge of just coordinating what's happening in the sport, being the bridge between the captains and vice captains and between the administration and the ultimately even the advisories.
Okay, so Althaf, in the club's perspective, I would also think it's the same way that moves on. Anything to be added there?
Yeah, so when you look at Royal College, I think this is probably the biggest clubs community, let's say in Sri Lanka, right? We have 53 clubs under 10 different avenues. And then talking about it, roughly per year we organize, let's say 500 odd projects. It's probably more, but let's say roughly 500 projects. That's almost at least one project per day. And that spreads across like multiple things. It's not just, let's say, donation projects, it's not just events. It goes through a lots of stuff. Like we have FM Royal happening here, and then next month we have another thing, TV Royal happening, and then there's multiple award ceremonies happening for various stuff, prize givings, award ceremonies, concerts, carnivals, you name it, Royal College has it offering for you, right? And other than that, how clubs is structured from the school side is basically we have 10 avenues, and then from the clubs committee we have 2 directors per avenue. So what they basically do is they support every event to make sure that almost everything is perfect, right? So looking at this event, basically there's a massive audio crew working behind all this stuff, and then to make sure they do their job at the best level, there are 2 club directors who make sure every nitty-gritty of the event is perfect. So that's basically what the clubs committee has to offer.
Okay. What about the academics committee? I mean, it's moreover a silent committee in school, but still has a big impact towards the school community as well as students.
Yeah, so as the academics committee, our main role is to help facilitate the learning process of each and every royals. So Royal College has topped Sri Lanka. When talking about academic excellence, Royal College has topped the list since its inception, close to 2 centuries ago, right? And that is a direct result of a very structured and very well planned academic program offered at Royal College. We offer many subjects that are not available in most other schools in Sri Lanka. With a very, very strong structure, our academic staff is headed by our principal, assisted by our senior deputy principal, and also the deputy principals, assistant principals, and a very, very dedicated tutorial staff, also assisted by the non-academic staff. That also helps us very much. And so helping the activities and facilitating their work is what we do as the academics committee.
Okay. But the IT committee normally, mainly the people who handles the social media here. So what's your role in school?
Yeah, Mal. So when you look at the IT avenue, my avenue mainly plays a role in managing the IT infrastructure of our school as well as the digital platforms of our school. So when you take it, managing royalcollege.lk, so the website of our school, I'd say royalcollege.lk is one of the most advanced school websites of the country as a website. So another thing I'd like to say is, I'm not sure if you heard about it, but currently in Royal College there is a smart board in every classroom. So that is another project done by my avenue. So it started last year. So last year we installed smart boards from grade 6 to 9, and this year we've completed it from grade 10 to 13. So that is the smart classroom and smart board initiative. So this initiative was done by my avenue as well as the RCU, and it will be launched. The final launching will be happening in August. So other than that, in the IT avenue, another thing is, currently in school there is no documentation of any in digitally. So currently we are currently documenting everything starting from sports, clubs and academics going forward. So that is another thing which plays a major role in my avenue. So yeah, I'd say.
Yes, I think I should remind that during the COVID era, when there was pandemic and when there was
Yes.
lockdown, the whole online system
Yes,
was
the
looked
LMS.
after the LMS. I
Yes.
could recall it was looked after by the IT from the
Yes.
IT avenue as well.
It currently runs as well, but it's not mostly needed.
Yes,
LMS,
of course.
yes.
So, Thevinu, what about the finance avenue, I would say?
Yeah, so Dulanjana, I mean, finance is more of a bridge between the other four avenues as well. It's not as if, you know, IT won't need finances or academics and clubs and sports. I feel as if there is no certain set piece of finance work or finance projects I have to do like these four. It's more of a sort of helping out and collaborating which each and everything they have to do. To begin with Oshan, he'll have his projects like Colors Night, merchandise and then sports camp and all that. It's a matter of my committee to help him out with his finances. So goes on with clubs and societies, academics and IT. There's a numerous amount of projects and it budgets up to about at least 8 to 9 million rupees for a academic year. And it's a matter of our committee to sort of handle each and all of those finances properly, budget it properly, reconcile with it once each and every project is done, and sort of look into every aspect of being a prefect financially.
Okay, I think all five here, we know the background, what are you all handling now? So I think we have more time to discuss more interesting challenges as well as insights from five of you all. The current time is 36 minutes past 1. We'll be moving into a short musical break. You are tuned into 107.3 FM Royal.live.
I know you don't love me like you say you do. I know you don't love me like you say you do.
Casting on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my own life, sending no rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
For the light, been learning to fight through the darkness. I'll get this right, we were born to shine and we still got time, it's not hopeless. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling, my walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again, 'cause I just wanna live my life, I'm never backing down, I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right, I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yeah, I've lost my crown, but no, I will not bow. You know I'm here right now for the long run. Yeah, you see me down, but you know I'll never drown. You know I'll get back up on it somehow. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling, my walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again, 'cause I just wanna live my life, I'm never backing down, I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight, fight the good just wanna get it right, I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight, fight the good fight, fight the good fight, fight the good you know I'm gonna fight the good fight, good fight, you know I'm gonna fight the good fight, fight the good fight.
Back. Hello and welcome back to R for Royal. You are tuned in to 107.3 FM Royal.live. The current time is 1:43 in the afternoon, and we are here with the 5 deputy head prefects of Royal College. I would say, in the previous segment we had a great discussion about the challenges that they had as students, as student chairmanships, as captains, and we talked about the basic structure of the respective avenues. So the next question really directs to a specific individual. Kalya, so you were a chairman, you were a scout and troop lead as well. So what inspired you to become a deputy head prefect or a prefect in college?
So Dulanjana, every royalist that completes the education at Royal College and walks out of the book gates owes a great deal of debt to this institution. And as the college song very correctly states, it is the duty of all those royalists to try and pay even a fraction of that great debt back to college. So as someone who has been a part of extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities in addition to classroom learning, and someone who has reaped the maximum benefits of Royal College, I believe it would be a crime for anyone like that to give back anything less than their maximum effort to Royal. And that is the thought, that is what I would say drive or drove me to rather to become a deputy head prefect, and also having interacted with a number of head prefects, senior deputy head prefects and deputy head prefects during my time at college, and seeing the impact that they caused in my life, I thought that it would be a privilege to have the opportunity to do the same change or have the same impact in someone else's life in the same way.
Okay, so the next question goes out to two specific individuals, I would say, Althaf and Oshan. Althaf, you mentioned that you are handling almost around 56 clubs in college, as well as Oshan 30 plus sports in college as well. So, as Althaf previously mentioned, there are almost 500 odd events in college happening throughout the year, as well as same goes as for sports as well, Royal Thome encounters, other traditional encounters as well. So, each day brings you both a new challenge, I would say, with dealing with the school administrationship, with dealing with student chairman. So, what are the challenges that you face mainly, as well as how do you overcome it?
Right. So talking about challenges, I think so. Clubs wise, every day is a new challenge, just like you said. There's nothing I can specifically point out and say this is what I am facing throughout the year. So, like for the challenges vary avenue by avenue also, but then the major issues is, let's talk about finances initially. The overall budget for all the projects this year total up to about 129 million. That's a pretty huge sum for clubs at Royal College or clubs at school level to do. So that's a huge problem, because all these 129 million needs to be funded by the companies and all of that in Sri Lanka itself. So funding is one major challenge, I think, not us only as a council, but the club's community is itself facing, right? So conflicts with sponsors, and then finding sponsors, then we have souvenirs coming up. So all these are finance related issues which we have to face on a daily basis. The clubs face it firsthand, and then that also comes to the council because we overlook every project at the end of the day. Then that's number one. Talking about number two is logistics. At Royal, there's limit. We have a lots of resources, but then it's limited with the amount of projects we have. Let's say on a rough day, let's talk about today, there's 4 projects happening simultaneously at almost every venue in school. So the number of resources we have is limited in that sense. So every club needs to manage with whatever the resources they have, but at the end of the day, the standards of projects at Royal are at a crazy level, right? Let's talk about FM Royal, probably South Asia's first radio channel, radio
broadcasting by the student run.
See, just like that, every project in Royal has its own standard. FM Royal, TV Royal, anything Royal does, I think, is at a different standard. It's not just clubs, but I think even sports has set a different standard in the school level, national level, and even international level, right? Then those are basically rough challenges, and then also on a daily basis we deal with like 50 to 100 different people from different calibers, different backgrounds. The guests we have at events, like from high profile sportsmen to high profile businessmen, corporate leaders, all of them come into events. That's one section. And then for lectures, workshops and educational based events, we have all these professors, deans from faculties and teachers from outside schools, all of them coming in. That is, dealing with them is a challenge. While they bring a lot of expertise into school, dealing and coordinating with people at that caliber is also some sort of experience everyone has to have, and then it also brings a certain amount of challenges. So that's basically the main challenges I think clubs are facing. And like I said earlier, it differs every day is a new challenge, and that's what's the fun part of I think all these leadership roles in school.
What about you, Oshan?
Right, so if I was to speak about challenges faced in the sports avenue, right? So in terms of sports, Royal College has always been atop at the very pinnacle of the sporting arena in the country, right? But it's not easy to maintain that. So currently, what I see the biggest challenge is the lack of interest, right, in the upcoming juniors who are rising in to the upper sections and the middle sections, right? So there needs to be more engagement, right? So how I aspire to overcome that challenge is basically create more awareness, right? Just raising the spirit, getting more people to engage in sports, right? Actively, not just on a back step, right? But just being at the forefront, like putting your all into it, right? But not just in sports, right? But also balancing academics and clubs and societies as a true royalist should. So that's the reason why we have all these projects, right? Sports Open Day, and there's also a new venture that I plan to do for the primary section, which hasn't been done, to just get that feel, right? Just create it and spread it along the batches, because once it starts, then it will be more like a chain, right? And it's infectious. So that's really what needs to happen in order to rise above that challenge.
Oshan, I mentioned about the Sports Open Day that's open for all sports. I would take a reminder of Clubs Open Day that's done by the clubs committee, where all 54 clubs come in together.
Everyone comes and then students can join into whatever clubs they want.
Yes, that's also a great initiative where Oshan, I mentioned that we see a lot of younger generation, like the junior batches, are like a lack of interest on clubs and sports, and those are the initiative that the council has taken on to make sure to give the awareness for the juniors. So as we all know from the clubs as well as in the sports avenue, there are two major events that's done grandly: the club's felicitation ceremony by the clubs com, as well as the sports the Colours Night ceremony by the sports committee. Speaking about, we feed direct into the academics committee as well as the IT committee. Really, even though both the committees do much to college, it hasn't been voiced out. I think this is a good platform to voice it out. Kalya?
Yeah. So some of the projects done by the IT committee,
Academics
committee, would be the first done but we've completed so far this year is the Hostelers City Tour, which, as you probably know, the highest achievers of the Grade 5 scholarship exam attain entrance to Royal College free of charge on a scholarship given by the government. And a lot of students from all around the country come and learn at Royal. And those that do not have the facilities to travel every day from home, they are boarded at the hostel. And currently we have 52 new hostelers, grade 6 hostelers. So in order to familiarize them with their new learning environment, the city of Colombo, we decided to take them. It was not one initiated by us, it has been happening for a number of years. This year we took them around Colombo to various places of significance, such as the Parliament, the museum, the planetarium. And this also gave them a very good opportunity to bond with their fellow batchmates, because having come from different parts of the country, they come from different cultures. Also, there are deviations in the way they speak as well, in certain occasions. So this was a very big opportunity for them to come together and get to know each other. Other than that, we do orientation programs for the new grade 6 hostelers, not the hostelers, the scholars, for everyone that comes from scholarship examination, as well as for the new grade 11 students that, grade 12 students that come after their O-level examination. Other than that, we also are involved in the organization of the prize giving. It is not done entirely by us. There is a separate committee in college called the prize giving committee.
The teachers and the school administration.
So we work in collaboration with the teachers and school administration in organizing this. Here we will be organizing 168th prize giving of the college. It is the oldest event happening at Royal College. It started in the year 1836, only a year after the school's founding. In addition to that, we publish the Royalist magazine every year, which is a journal, if I may call it, of what has happened in the school during the entire year. Notable sports achievements of clubs and societies, as well as it includes articles from a number of prominent old Royalists. And another significant project is the Minikata Sangaraga, which is done for the primary section. It is the only project, in fact, of the academics committee focusing on the primary section, where each primary student of Royal College is given an opportunity to bring out their talents in writing, in art, and showcase it to everyone else.
Okay, so Malika, in the previous segment, you mentioned that on developing the royalcollege.lk website is one of the major initiatives as well as major tasks of the IT committee of college, except that the projects that you do to aware the school community.
Yes, so I talked about some of our projects earlier. So one of the most impactful projects I'd say I could mention was, which is going to happen around August, is would be Spark 26, which we organized. I'm not sure the mention, but when you all were probably
Way back in 2018.
Yes, so last time Spark was organized was in 2018. I think you all were in grade 5
Yes.
Yeah, do you remember the project?
Yeah, I remember I also exhibiting the
Yes,
innovation.
so basically Spark is an innovation, an invention, exhibition and competition. So it will be happening this year as well after 8 years. So one of the reasons I'd say this is going to be one of the most impactful projects is because even though Royal College is considered the biggest school in Sri Lanka, we don't have any basically a science fair also where students could present their ideas or inventions or bring up new things to society. So I'd say through Spark. So in Spark they have a few topics which they can, it's not just inventions, they can give innovations as well. So this will be a really good chance for them to give to society and for them to present their ideas to society.
Okay, so I would say initiative Spark happening after 8 years, that would be a major initiative taken by the Prefect Council itself. It's a whole collaboration, even though the IT committee is taking the lead. Anyway, the current time is almost close to 2 p.m. We'll have one more segment coming up. Until then, we'll be moving into a short musical break. Stay tuned on 107.3 FM Royal.live.
Because it's you and only you.
Unmatched excellence, we open doors to world-class destinations like Australia, UK, New Zealand, and many more. Wherever your ambition lies, we are right here to guide your path to success. With over 2,000 success stories and counting, we transform dreams into reality for students just like you. From choosing the right course to securing your visa, our team supports you in every step of the way. Connect directly with top international university officials at flagship Uni Expos held across the country. Built on trust, integrity, and 12 brilliant years of cherished global partnerships. Ready to redesign your career? Contact our Colombo, Kurunagala, Kandy branches today. Spectrum, life, education, opportunities.
If you're planning to celebrate your next special event, let me show you the greatest place in Colombo. Here it is, Blooming Prefects, located in Arcade Independence Square, Colombo 7. You have the freedom to customize your own decorations and we accommodate up to 60 packs. If you're planning to have events such as this, and this, Feel free to call or contact us on this given number.
Blooming Breakfast.
I was in the firelight, living in my head. Sun came in to close the blinds, could feel it in the air. This is just a waste of time, no one really cares. But then you came across my mind, got me out of there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river, watched all the heavy rain. I watched all the heavy feeling all the noise in here. It's becoming ache. Pull me into calm and deep, and take me out to the waves. 'Cause I feel like a waste of space, breathing in the air. But you hold me like I might just break, like you want me there. So I went down to the river and swam till the panic was over. Yes, I went down to the river, watched all the heavy rain. I watched all the heavy
Hello and welcome back. You are tuned in to 107.3 or fmroyal.live, or you might be viewing us via the YouTube channel of FM Royal, or maybe the Facebook Live of Media Unit as well. We are in a conversation with the 5 deputy head prefects in college in R for Royal. We got a lot of insights from all 5 of them, we knew the avenues, we knew the projects that they do each avenue and the responsibility of each avenue as well as the challenges and how they overcome it throughout time. So I think almost our time is now up. So in last, a general question to everyone. If you could say one specific thing, one motivational thing to younger royalists who are willing to be student leaders in college, who are willing to be captains in college, who are willing to be prefects in college, what would it be?
So one thing I think is that to be a good leader, as Thevinu very correctly mentioned before, to be a good leader, it is very important that you know how to follow. So if you are not a good follower, I do not believe you have hope of becoming a good leader. In addition to that, I would beg all future leaders to ask themselves this question, whether they are assuming leadership in their interest or in the interest of everyone else. If the answer to that question is the former, I believe that leadership is better left to someone else. But if it is indeed the latter, I believe it is important that you are passionate about your cause. You must be dedicated to your cause and to your team, and you must have the confidence of your team. So if you are able to build those three, I think you will become a good leader in the future.
Thevinu, what about you?
Yeah, so Gulanjana, I feel as if Royal is beautiful because of its diversity. Royal has, you could have a top 1% corporate leader's son on your left, and you could have someone that's barely making ends meet on your right. And it's that ability that you can just interact or mingle with anyone, all the way from the top right to the bottom. It's that diversity that causes the beauty in college. So my advice is of two parts. First would be to always interact and mingle with whoever is within your walls, whether it's a class, whether it's within the gates, because there's a lot you can learn and a lot you can teach and a lot you can carry forward with the rest of your life solely by interacting or networking with anyone within college. The second and the last piece of advice I'd give to any young royalist would be to stick to it. Whether you could have the first experience in anything, it could be almost detrimental for you to stop. It could go right to that point. But take my advice, stick through till the rest of your college life for whatever you do in college, and trust me, I've fortunately experienced it. I've stuck through, and I'm nothing but grateful for all those experiences, and I have zero regrets for sticking through.
Oshan, what about you?
Right, so my advice is do things for the right reasons, right? Not for any personal gain, not for any titles, not for any positions, but just for the love of the game, right? Just putting aside all selflessness, and I think doing that will definitely make things fall in place.
Okay, Malika.
So my advice would be to leave the place better than how you found it. So even as a council, we always try to be better than the council before us, from the projects we do, from how we interact with students, and all the initiatives we bring to school.
Okay. At last but not least, Althaf here.
Yeah, and I think Royal College is not just names and all of that, but then it's more than just classrooms and all of that. There's so many activities, there's so many sports. What I would do is encourage everyone in school to take part in all of this as much as possible. And then also I hope projects like FM Royal and all of that continue for the upcoming years in the right royal way.
Okay, that's a very good way to end the show, I would say. Aya, thank you very much for joining us on this show. I know all 5 and the whole council is busy with the upcoming second leg of the Bradby. We wish all the best to all 5 here. So thank you for tuning in on 107.3 or fmroyal.live. Stay tuned. Next up we have the Archives Committee of Royal College, which will bring another specific feature in school where they talk about the history of college. So stay tuned with on 107.3 or fmroyal.live. Thank you. Signing off, this is Dulanjan Vikramasinghe.
Welcome to Spectrum, Sri Lanka's leading overseas education consultancy. Celebrating over a decade of unmatched excellence, we open doors to world-class destinations like Australia, UK, New Zealand, and many more. Wherever your ambition lies, we are right here to guide your path to success. With over 2,000 success stories and counting, we transform dreams into reality for students just like you. From choosing the right course to securing your visa, our team supports you in every step of the way. Connect directly with top international university officials at flagship Uni Expos held across the country. Built on trust, integrity, and 12 brilliant years of cherished global partnerships. Ready to redesign your career? Contact our Colombo, Kurunagala, Kandy branches today. Spectrum, life, education, opportunities.
If you're planning to celebrate your next special event, let me show you the greatest place in Colombo. Here it is, Blooming Prefects, located in Arcade Independence Square, Colombo 7. You have the freedom to customize your own decorations and we accommodate up to 60 packs. If you're planning to have events such as this, and this, feel free to call or contact us on this given number.
Blooming Breakfast.
Look around, we are never alone. Don't give up, it's not the end. This could be the best.